Have you ever noticed how two people can start in the same place but end up in completely different worlds? This story begins with two boys, Daniel and Chris. They grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same school, and even shared dreams of becoming successful businessmen. But life had very different plans for them. Daniel now runs a chain of stores across the country. Chris? He's still stuck in the same town, working a job he hates, blaming the world for everything. So what happened? This isn't about luck or background, it's about mindset. After school, both Daniel and Chris wanted to start a business. They saved up money and opened a small electronics repair shop together. Business was slow at first. Customers complained, equipment broke, bills piled up. Chris got angry. He said, "This is too hard. Maybe we're just not cut out for this." But Daniel? He stayed calm. He said, "Let's learn from what's not working. Let's fix it, not quit." That was the first time their paths started to shift. Chris wanted fast results. Daniel was ready for long-term growth. Daniel started waking up at 5 a.m. to study online business courses. Chris slept in and spent his evenings watching shows. Daniel saved every extra dollar to reinvest. Chris spent his on parties, clothes, and distractions. And slowly, Daniel's side projects started growing. He opened an online store, built a customer base, hired help. Meanwhile, Chris complained the world was unfair. He said Daniel just got lucky, but luck wasn't it. Discipline was. Chris had a victim mindset. Every problem was someone else's fault. Daniel took responsibility for everything, even things that weren't his fault. Chris waited for motivation. Daniel worked through the days he didn't feel like it. Chris wanted comfort. Daniel chose growth even when it was uncomfortable. That's the truth few people want to hear. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who show up even when it's hard. Years later, Chris still lives in the same apartment. He's on his third job in 5 years, still saying, "If only I had a chance." Daniel? He's mentoring young entrepreneurs, running a company that employs 60 people, and living the life they both dreamed of. But here's the truth. The biggest difference between Daniel and Chris wasn't talent, it wasn't luck. It was the daily decisions they made when no one was watching. The world loves stories of overnight success, but behind every real success is someone who made small, smart choices for years. And behind every failure, someone who waited, wished, or walked away when it got tough.